Hi friends, in this recap video, I am going to talk about Asian Paints and Bharat Electronics, where both our targets were met in the last week. Let's take Asian Paints first. Before proceeding with the video, let me take you back to a prediction video clip from February 27, 2018, followed by a slow-mo screenshot of how it looks when we predicted the move and after our prediction has turned out right. We need to take our trades right at this level for our first target at this point and a stop loss just below the most recent low. Our most recent low is this point, so stop loss should be slightly lower than the most recent low. This is our first target. Our second target comes all the way up into this level with a stop loss. Place the stop loss at this point. Now, as you could see, after almost touching our target, Asian Paints made a decent fall to below our entry area. After almost hitting our first target area, Asian Paints made a decent fall to below our entry area. This is where emotional states of a professional and amateur trader comes into play. An amateur would have started sweating over this fall, thinking if he or she is going to get stopped out here, or thinking he should have taken profits when the prices reached kissing distance of our first target at this point. Whereas a professional would know this is how the markets are. It whipsaws the weak-hearted, takes them out, and moves in the direction initially intended to. Take a note of how powerfully the first and second targets were met after taking out the weak hands at these points. This is what a professional trader takes note of, and this is a classic example of being patient and staying true to your beliefs with conviction. A classic example. Now next on my list is Bharat Electronics or BHARAT. In our recap video from March 3rd, 2018, we mentioned to shoot for the second target by trailing the stop loss to break even. This was our break even point, and this was our second second targets. Let's see the clip from March 3rd target. Now that our first target is met, let's move our stop loss to our entry level or to break even. so that even if the trade moves against us and hits our stop loss, we won't be at a loss. And let's move our targets to level 2. As can be seen, prices moved higher, closer to our break-even point, and from there pushed all the way down to hit our second target. Remember, as in the case of Asian Paints before, the weak hands were thrown out while moving higher. On this move from this point to this point, a lot of weak hands were thrown out. A lot of amateur traders were thrown out. And then the serious fall to the downside, where our second targets were hit, was made. Once again, another classic example of being patient and staying true to your beliefs with conviction. That's it for this recap series video, my friends.